Okay, welcome. This is part 2 to a video series. If you haven't watched the first part, I recommend you put that one on first. So I was talking about how we were moving to 2012 and this was going to be a period of understanding each other because positive energy and negative energy will be right smack dab with each other right over here. This is why I think our psychic instincts are going to accelerate at a higher level because we are able to communicate with these energies because of how close they are to us. Where before, when we were over here, it was really hard. I think over here, we communicated over here. When we're over here, we communicate over there. So, in my opinion, it's only going to take a short period of time to go from here to here. A very short period, maybe a year, maybe 2. It's not going to be long at all. And what that would mean too, the same speed in which we went from here to here, we would go from here to here. Because when we move around here, we can keep going around in a big full 360. It's a full 360 that we were going to. So the first half that we did was the dark ages. That was the negative age because the negative energy had a lot more power than the positive energy had, which is why we had so much violence in this world, so much war, so much famine, because that was the frequency that we used. We used a lower vibration and we move now to a higher vibration. So that is what's going to be helping us as we move to an age of love. So now the positive energy is going to be moving, well, one energy is going to be going this way, one is going to be going that way. So after 2012, instead of coming close to each other, we are going to be going away from each other. So at that period, like I say, we're going to know each other very, very well. Well, we're going to start forgetting each other. And that's going to happen. And as we move here, when we get back to this point here, that's going to take us to about 7000 AD because his story was 5,000 years to go from here to here. So using the law of polarity with the rule of exact opposites, that would mean that would take another 5,000 years to go from here to here. And then after that, it would take 15 billion years or so to go from here to here, which would be part of her story. And we would finish production because his story is all about production. Her story is all about nurturing and support. So before, we were trying to move away from each other when we started from the Big Bang Theory. We were pulling away from each other for whichever universal reason that was. And on the second part, we are going to be moving closer to each other at the very end to whatever the opposite of the Big Bang Theory is. Because at the start of the Big Bang, that was an infinite beginning, which means that this end is also an infinite end also. So just as it took like so many billion years to go from here to here, the opposite's going to be true. It's going to take another so many billion years to finish off this cycle. Where going from here, it was just a matter of like a few days, a few months, maybe a few seconds. I mean, it's a totally different shift. We're talking the 2012 shift and the end of the universe as far as how the universe completes its cycle. So this is my theory and my belief on how these energies contract. So as we move closer, that is why I think the psychic abilities are going to be working so well, because we are going to be coming closer to each other. And that is why we're going to be losing these abilities as we move into 2015, 2016, and 2020. And however things evolve after that, it's going to be that out of the age of love as it was before, out of the age of fear. Also, if you believe that I am right, if you think that I am right, if your spirit guides tell you that I am right, if your scientific evidence tells me that I am right, and you can do a much better job at this, because quite frankly, I am not artistic at all. I think that is not a surprise when you see what I have done. But if anyone can explain this better, by all means, I would love to see a better explanation than the one that I did. If you don't understand it, send me a message and I can try to explain it the best that I can. Thank you for watching this video. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye, everyone.